Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl. In the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. So UCLA's return team has put this offense in business for this opening drive. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw here on second down. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. A stop here would really bail out this defense after they were put in a tough spot. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field. The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to rape.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Lofts one high and deep. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the heat gets there, and they get him down. Line. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his back in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. makes his connection.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On second down, looking again to throw. Firing to the right, complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown
going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Dropping back, it's Randall. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be...
Got a lot of running room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They move the tight end all over. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bruins!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas. Send out this offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks are on the move. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking downfield, it's Randall. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And he was loose and in the... And on his way, a tremendous pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 7 over Maryland. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Bruins in the hurry up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground.
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got the back in the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Back open in the middle. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end of the first half.
And that pass intercepted.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dances away from the knee. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Randall. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far.
And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Running back searching for a hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Smashes through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical.
Makes the catch on the left. Off he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just great. Securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll try the right side. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick release by the QB. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense.
Oh, he dropped it! Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete on the right side.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous. Dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Randall. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it.
He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
brings up second down.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
On the option. Now the toss. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Now on the option. Quick toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bruin. On to attempt the try. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to throw, it's Randall. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got a... And no shot at catching it.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 1st down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants to take the top off. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA! And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his heart really strong, put up some good numbers.
And here comes the offense on second down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Back to throw, it's Randall. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. First down for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. It'll be a draw. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Quarterback checking off. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.